Hello and welcome back to Step and Give Me 10. I'm Dr. Marilyn Ward with No Excuses, and today we are going to be doing strength training and talking the difference between strength training and toning or muscle building versus toning. So I've got various sets of weights. I have some 5s, I have some 8s, and I have some 15s. So when we are talking about toning, it's typically lighter weights, heavier reps, like you're looking at 12 to 15 reps with a light weight, versus strength building where you're going to be lifting heavier weights with lighter reps, usually between 8 to 10, just depending on what you're doing. Sometimes you're only gonna get maybe 4 to 6, just depends. All right, so let's warm up our muscles first. We're gonna be working mostly just upper body, actually just all upper body, no lower body. So let's get our shoulders nice. I'm still trying to figure out where to stand. Okay, it's like the opposite. All right, now let's bring it forward, loosening up the shoulders, warming everything up. So when it comes to building, you wanna make sure your muscles are nice and warm, or toning for that matter. Just never work or stretch a cold muscle, okay? All right, synovial fluid in the joints. Let's just stir the pot, stir the pot. All right, so I like to work with bigger muscles and then down to our smaller muscles. So we're gonna start with a chest and then we'll do back. All right, so I have an 8s here. So this is a moderate weight, okay? We're squeezing at the elbows. We're squeezing these muscles here. So squeeze, relax on the release. So remember, when we are strength building today, and I'll drop to lighter weights when we do the toning. Going to the back, we're gonna do a row. We're gonna keep with these 8s. Now, let me interject there. If you are already strength building, these 8s might seem easy for you and it might be a toning session for you. But if you've only been lifting 2s, 5s, or 3s or 5s, this might be a strength building for you. So I do always recommend, relax a second, I do always recommend doing a 1 rep max test. That way you can really determine what your starting weight should be. I'll do a whole separate video just on that 1 rep max test. All right, moving into the shoulders. So we did the chest, we did the back, going to shoulder. So again, if we're doing building, you can do 8s. But maybe you want to just do toning, you would drop your weight to either maybe your 3s or your 5s. Now, I have a wide grip here. I have a wide position, I should say. You can take it narrow, okay? Just depends on how your shoulders feel. All right, so up and overhead. Good. All right, and relax. So you'll see the difference, and we'll do a frontal and a lateral raise for our next set, and we'll do that with the 5s. So the difference, just so you can see the difference between what your weight feels like from toning to building, all right? So here we are, out, good. So frontal, lateral, nice job, and relax. So keep your muscles nice and warm. Just gonna relax them. Work them out here. How are you feeling? Always listen to your body. If you feel like you're out of breath, if you feel like, hey, that's too heavy, know your limits. Listen to your body and know your limits. If you need to drop to a lower weight, please do so. All right, gonna go into our biceps and triceps. All right, we're gonna do 1 set right here at our 8s, and we're going to build up to those 15s. All right, so we're right here. You see my arm is not swinging. So this is a no. This is a yes. very isolated. My arms are close to the body. All right, and relax a few seconds. You also want to relax. When you're muscle building, you want to have some rest in between your sets. Now, if we were just doing, 12 to 15 reps with our, 3s or 5s, you still want to rest in between, but your rest might not be as long. So typically, the heavier the weight, the longer the rest after. All right, so we're going to jump now to 15s. All right, so also when you're lifting that heavier weight, you also might want to switch to singles, all right? It prevents that swaying or swinging. It prevents you from doing this, all right? We don't want the whole body to help us do this bicep curl. We just want the bicep head to do this bicep curl. So you see I'm switching, starting with the hammer and turning into, let's get one more in there, and turning into a bicep curl. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and rest. Shake your hands out. I had carpal tunnel surgery in this hand, so my grip I don't feel like is strong, but remember, you don't want to over grip your weights. You don't want to have that co-contraction. You just want to make sure you have a hold of it so it doesn't drop on your toes, all right? So now we're going to go into our triceps. We're going to do a kickback. And again, we're going to start that kickback with an 8. So again, arm is isolated. Kick it back. Keep that neck nice and neutral. Good. And kick it back. And then we're going to switch to a different exercise for the second one. What was that noise? Good. And relax. And then we're going to switch to a tricep extension overhead. All right, still with me? Still doing good? Still smiling? All right. So keep the muscles warm, but you do want to drop weights in between. That's another thing. I see people holding their weights during the rest period. You really should just drop the weights, set them down nicely, don't drop. All right, tricep extension overhead. So, because I don't think I can do a tricep kickback with that 15. So I know my limits, but an 8 would be too easy. So I just switched the exercise to get a second set of that tricep in. Nothing wrong with that. So today you've gotten about almost 8 minutes of exercise of strength, and then we're gonna save this last minute or so, 2 minutes, to do our stretch. I wanna make sure we stretch everything out. So take big stretch to the chest. You see I'm pulling my hands or gripping my hands. If that's too hard, just open up the chest bone. Just bring those hands back like that. Now, big bear hug. Big bear hug. While we're hugging, take that chin to the chest. Kind of roll those shoulders. Feel those shoulder blades open. Good. Now take that chin, rotate side to side. Good. Bring that arm across for that shoulder stretch. So, bringing it all the way across, kind of gripping and pulling. We are squeezing and releasing the hand, wiggle the fingers. Squeeze and release, wiggle the fingers. Good. Same thing on the other side. Bring it across. Bring that arm nice and straight if you can. Not this. Nice and straight across. Bring it out. Make that fist. Wiggle the fingers. Fist and release. Wiggle the fingers. Nice job. Bring it back for that tricep stretch. Pull here. Give yourself a pat on the back. Opposite side. Give yourself a pat on the back. You did your workout. Yay for you. And quickly, bicep stretch. So just bending that wrist, pull back, just slightly. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. I hope you learned the difference between muscle strength building as opposed to tightening and toning. So if not, just keep looking for more videos. Have a great day.